I think we're getting reasonably good coverage here. A little bit close to missing there. You get a little bit worried when you see it doing that, but trust the row markers. You should generally be okay. Let's see, technically I should keep going because... Whoa, don't put that down. Because the cedar heads are right at the back of this implement. And all we're doing is running it up to the edge of the field. Yeah, I see I did miss a little bit there. Oops, wrong way. There. Okay. Other thing, put the other side thing out. And then drive. And the fertilizers dude's still running, so that's a good thing. So I suppose the nice thing about this map, the field I have to work on is manageable, although it's only one field for me. However, there are a lot of very big fields that I can do contracts on, and they're going to pay very, very well. Now we're doing a seed and fertilizer run here, so all I have to do is wait until this breaks and we can run our fertilizer over this again and get full level of fertilization. Weeding is going to be a pain. So technically I did not run the seeding heads all the way to the edge of the field there. But because of the way the game works, and it is kind of arcadey, that's not a thing for us here. I think there were the only the two fields that needed fertilizing today. Everything else needs harvesting, which would involve my harvester, which is a big harvester. And from what I've seen, you know, when you harvest a big field, you end up with far more bonus crop. So you can end up making a lot of money extra on those, especially if it's potatoes. Okay, lift that side as well. And turn it around. And crash into the tree. Nope, we made it. Now on Farm Sim 17 I'm running this tractor on 12 meter equipment, and it does turn just inside that radius. Now I seem to be doing okay on 9 meter as well. When I started Lawfolds I was using the 6 meter Lemken. No, sorry, 6 meter Vaderstat. And this tractor does not have a good time turning around in a 6 meter working width. And because Lawfolds has walls and fences very close to the edge of the field where you're turning around, it doesn't make the job very easy for you. I typically went GPS and seeded alternate rows, and then once I'd finished going across the field every alternate row, I'd go back the other way, seeding, filling in the gaps. Okay. Left turn. Now, it could be that this has a better turn radius than the FS17 one. I don't know. So we're almost to the end of the field. That's a good thing. Okay, what's yellow and why? Oh, that's me. Fertilizer spread has still got about 23% in it, so that's fine. Oh. Off we go. As I understand it, the row markers are quite expensive to add to a tractor, because they've got to be or to a piece of equipment, because they've got to be calibrated for width. And there's a fair number of moving parts on them. But over time you're going to save money on the seed and fertilizer that you're not wasting doing this. Turn hard. Yeah, once this is all done, definitely over purchased on the seed and the fertilizer. At least I'm pretty sure we did. Okay, now we're going to have to be careful. Well, do we? I have to be careful here, because obviously we're getting close to the other half of the field. Just fold that in. That's pretty much on the ball. Okay. So, no need for crop markers yet, or row markers yet. I'll lower that. drive down to the end of here. Now obviously there is a little bit of an overlap there. And as soon as we get to there, we can extend that, and that will set us up, oops, for the next row. And I figure for this I'm not going to be Mr. OCD farmer. So the bits of the field we don't cover are the bits of the field we don't cover. I'm not going to go back and use up a bunch of seed and fertilizer on a bit that isn't going to work for me. So we will lower that, drop that out, and down this row. So where there's gaps in coverage, there's just going to be gaps in coverage. Same with the fertilizer, although I will probably do the fertilizer on a worker because they're a little bit more efficient than I am at doing this. And lift that up, lift the seeder up, and swing about. Okay, we have used, I think, more than 1,000 litres of fertiliser here. We haven't used 2,000 litres of seed though. Okay, so that's one field reasonably well covered with seed. Yeah. So if I go back to the store, I can pick up the rest of the fertilizer. I can't pick up all of the seed. I think we bought 5 bags of seed. So I'll be able to pull 4.5 out. I think it's bad practice, but I will, well, will I? We can unload them in the yard. I might do that. Oh. These fences are a pain in the butt. There we go. So let's fill from there. Fill from there. Have we done that one? Yeah. Grab that one, or at least as much of that one as I can. Okay. Seeder is now full. What I'm now going to do is drive over to the yard and just empty the seeder, and then I'll come back for the rest of that crate. Bring it over here too. So, that's interesting. Oh crud. Where on earth did my seed pallets go? I'm guessing that point there is actually a seed and fertilizer purchase point. I think I just lost 2 pallets of seed. Oh, that's sad. I wonder where they went. Yeah, that's kind of bad. Let's drive forwards. There we go. Turn it that way. Put the ATS. Oh, come on. I'm supposed to be good at this. I play ATS and ETS. Okay, so fill that up. If I can get it really close to the shed there, I can possibly recover one more. Oh, diesel. No, thank you. Oops. And that's gonna make a mess. No. Does tab work? No. Okay. Pull. Let's try again. Yes. Okay. There we go. Huh. Okay, let's drop that because it is in range of something. Put the tractor over here before we hitch up, and that'll get us out of the diesel refuel point. Nope, you really aren't going to let me, are you? There we go. Okay, so somewhere in there is a crate of seed that I just cannot get at. Oh well. So I lost some seed. No, not that. It's a very sensitive refuel point, I must say. Okay, so that's all the crates in the yard that we can get at picked up. Let's put them all the way over somewhere else. Right. That's what should have happened. Okay. Leave the harvesters in there. I'm guessing that would fit in there, so we'll do that. Just run over a pile of tyres while we're at it. That works for now. As we get more equipment, we're going to have to be a little bit more careful about how we put things away. But for now, that works fine. Helper I has completed the task. Did they really? Okay. How do we do there? Oops. A little bit close to the generator, or whatever that is, compressor. This thing here. So, well, 98%. Really? Oh. Still have fertilizer in this, and we're still... Oh yeah, I can just about make that out. So, engine on, fertilizer on. Let's do the rest of this row. Looks like we missed the end here too. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should check the overhead map and see what we're looking at. Oh, maybe not. Fold that up. Contract on field 10 finished. 35,000. Collect the money. We do not have a cultivator. What's that? That's actually stuff in a field. 46 hectares of stuff in a field. Going to take a long time. That's cotton. I would have to rent the equipment. That's soybeans. Doesn't pay very well. It's only 5 hectares. It feels 7's kind of small then. Yeah, down there. Oh, but that's not cheap land. Yeah, this map is expensive. Where's the BGA? All right, that's, yeah, for some crazy reason, this is where the farm silo is. So I built one in the store. That's the biogas plant, and that's going to cost us 402,000. Not that we've got any grass or anything that we can do with it. So this thing, I believe I fitted front loader attachment. I did not buy any front loaders bits. Where's the road? Straight in front of me. That's good. Okay, so take this back to the yard. Now we do have a workshop on the farm, which is kind of useful. Problem is I don't actually know the extent of the workshop. Oh, this is our road next on the right. There's some stuff here on the left. Looks like that corn died. That's sad. So there's something here. Oh, there's some buildings over there. I don't own them. Let's go and investigate. So this would make for some good off-site storage. I'm intrigued. What have we got here? Yeah, that's part of that. Very expensive land. That's fertilizer. That's liquid fertilizer. That's water. That's diesel. Oh, that's seed. And then that's diesel. That's herbicide. Interesting. And that, I believe, is lime. Okay, so that's a pile of stuff. And then over here we've got another pile of stuff. Not in there. Around the back maybe? Ah, pile of stuff. Okay. I think that one there was fertilizer, wasn't it? Liquid fertilizer. That one there is fertilizer. So, in theory, we can open that up. We can open that up, and we'll drive through. Steering wheel's upside down, so I can't tell. I think I have to open the lid on that. Automatic. Yeah, there you go. Then you can buy fertilizer. Interesting. Okay, not going to buy it right now. So good to know. We actually have. We don't have to buy the big bags. I mean, the thing is the way I was looking at it is because the purchase point is directly across the road from the main yard. I really don't have to worry about buying stuff at those points. Although it would be really good to know how pricey they are. So we'll bring this back to the yard. I don't think I've got a washer either at this point. I'll fill this up with the fertilizer and then I'll unload it again to consolidate the bags. Oh, that's going to be a little bit more than I actually wanted. There we go. Let me unload them, and there we have 3 and a bit bags. Oh, facing the wrong way. Now, one of these is the workshop. I'm not sure which one. I'm going to park that in there anyway. I think one of those is the work. Oh no, right. The one on the end is the workshop, so I'll be okay just sticking that inside this shed. If I can manage my reversing skills with an all-wheel steer tractor. That way. Pull that forward a little bit. Straightened up. So I think most of the equipment here is quite tall. So I'm going to need to use the larger sheds for those. The tractors can all go in that small shed over there for the most part. There we go. Thank you. So we'll now go and tidy things up. And buy some stuff, because we always need to buy stuff. I have not used these 120 to 200 horse, and that one is 190, or what's it, 180 to 280. What's in the garage? What's the JCB? 235. Dang. Okay. So that one there. I'm going to buy that because I've not used it before, as I said. It is more expensive than the basic stuff. And we're going to want some pallet forks. The Stoll FC60 is a lot cheaper. And we'll buy that. What I didn't look at was... oh, what's that one? Oh, that's the one I'm using on some of my other farms. This does not have a colour option, so it just comes in the basic black. Okay. So, let's see how this goes. They're kind of big. give it that. So that has quite a reach on it. Okay, put it level. Lower it. Seems to take the angle well. That's the problem with the other forks that I've been using. What was it? I think, was it that set there? Yeah. This set here, as you lift the fork up, it doesn't rotate this end bit. So the fork, yeah, the level of the fork changes. So we'll put the fertilizer over by this shed. Let's put it there so it's not in the way of the door. I picked that up the wrong way, didn't I? Yeah. That's probably why it was so easy. I'll do the next one the same way. Oops. Well, that didn't go as planned. Be careful, because that one's a little bit bouncy. Yeah, and that's where it gets all messed up. Okay. Oh, come on, let go, you silly little thing. There we go. Let that go. Now we just prod it into place. And the last one. Back up, lower it, drop the front end, hit the frame. What am I doing wrong? Oh, it's not low enough. There we go. Easy. Easy when you get it right. So, I actually don't need to use those again. Well, I probably will, because we'll always end up overfilling our equipment. But for the most part, we can use the on-map resupplies, I think. We'll slide that over there, or we'll just throw it in the air. Yeah, quit dancing. Dude, quit dancing. Here we go. And the last one. What's a wheel steer? That one. There we go. Don't know why it was on front wheel steer only. I'm guessing that was me accidentally pressed the wrong button somewhere along the way. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to go and get that bale of straw that's across the way. In fact, I might even sell it. How about that? Okay. Yeah, that wasn't quite what I had planned. Let me guess, the fence is in the way now. Yep. There we go. We'll get in the tractor to do this trip. Somewhere up here. Here's the right-hand turn. So, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the first day, we have managed to harvest a field of corn, bale up the straw, and sell a sizable portion of it, and replant the field. So, there we go. And 311, 381 even. So, what does the map look like at the moment? There's a couple of strips along the edge of the field that we didn't plant. There's a couple of tags there which we couldn't because the trees were in the way. Same again here. But we got good coverage. We planted soybeans. I actually meant to plant canola, but whatever. This is all growth stage 1. When we get to growth stage 2, we're going to have to fertilize it. So we'll run through, fertilize that for a second time. Nothing else needed on that field. We put everything away. So I would say that we are good for this session. I'm still feeling sick, so this is going to be a shorter than normal stream, and I am going to leave the JCB by the house. We can turn the hazard or the beacons off, because basically this is where we start when we log in. So I'm going to have a tractor to drive back to the farm. So what do I think about these forks? As I said, these are kind of nice forks. Oh, I see. So you've got the metal bar there that controls the level of the frame. So as that gets lifted up, oh no, well, So as that gets lifted up, it creates a pivot so that the forks remain level. As you lift it up, you rotate it down, it takes the front, so there doesn't seem to be much in the way of hydraulics on the pitch there, I guess. At least not hydraulics I can see. But okay. Nice but expensive, I would say. But that set definitely have a good reach. I'd be interesting to see what the smaller set's reach is. Now we can turn that off. Class Lexion, I don't know. It's okay. It does the job. But I think there is... It's not excellent quality, but it's sufficient. And then the Axion 940, I really do like that. It comes in 920, which is quite a bit horsepower less than I've got. I think I went for the 40 is 380. The 20 is about 320, I think. And then we got the Tatra Agro truck with big giant thing on the back. And as I said, the skirts on the side of this do foul up quite frequently, I find, because you look down the edge and they do stick out quite a bit there. So do the wheels. Anyway, so that's me done for the day. As I said, we got a little bit of grain in storage, 35,000, but I'm not, that's gone down in price. But also because I'm going to try and keep it so that I'm shipping full loads off rather than partials. Equipment, we're getting more of it. Money, we still have the $250,000 loan, pound loan, euro loan, whatever we got. No animals. And as I said, there are a couple of jobs that keep coming up. I do not have a cultivator, I would have to buy one. And with my seeder, I don't need one. We could do a harvesting job for 77,000. That's going to chomp into my harvester. What's it? Maintenance bill. That could be an option. Anyway, what was I saying? Plant growth. I can't switch the plant growth. Oh, it's controlled by growth control mod. Well, I don't know anything about that, so we're going to have to investigate what the growth control mod is and how to use it. Let's save it. I believe... There we go. That's the growth control mod, but I don't know how to change it. But we can see canola is 6 hours before it grows now, so that's going to grow overnight. Anyway. Oh, and that shifts the clock position as well. Okay, so we saved that. I'll wish you good night. I'll be back tomorrow with some World of Warships. In the meantime, have fun and take care of yourselves.